It's looking great.
Yeah, it's
Um,
kicking ass. It looks really good.
right? Are you doing any conventions, things like that, or has it been primarily Kickstarter?
Primarily Kickstarter at the moment. I am planning to do my first Comic Con next
Wonderful.
year in Nashville. I'm hoping to
Nice.
join a few creators there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be my first dip in the Comic Con ocean. So fingers crossed it goes well.
Yeah, that's fair. You plan it like, so how far have you planned? Have you applied for a table and all that
Not
business,
yet,
or
because I don't think they don't open the
it's not
tables. Yeah,
open
it's
yet?
not open yet until like next year. I think it's like a couple
That's
couple
fair.
months before. But I've got some ideas that what I want to take with me, and if I should get like a skirt for the table, or I'm
Mhm.
thinking of getting those circular platforms that just turns around. With,
Lazy
yeah,
Susan?
with like merchandise on it and stuff. I've got
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
things. I've got like a samurai, like a 6-inch samurai model
Oh, nice.
that I'm hopefully gonna sell, and I've got a few other merchandise as well. It's like I've got so much little things like where is it? So like key rings.
Oh,
So
nice.
got that and the the kind of virus on the back. So
Oh, sweet.
so that's I've got loads of little things and knickknacks that I can take with me. So hopefully they'll people will like them and buy the books too, obviously.
Yeah, the books are
Yeah.
important.
And yourself? Have you how many have you done?
So I've just done a couple. We got another one coming this
Oh,
weekend.
okay.
Um, yeah, so both Roberto and I are there. We're on opposite ends of the
Oh,
floor, but we both managed to get corner tables. We're both happy with that result. But yeah, we're last con we were like just across the aisle from one another, so it was a little easier
throwing things at
to
each other. Ting, ting.
yeah. Yeah, but now we're on the other sides of the floor, so we won't be able to chat as much as we did last time. But
Little
hopefully it'll be so busy we'll be making sales
should
constantly.
get like
That's the
darts
goal.
and like fire darts at each other.
Yeah, yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure some method of pestering one another. But yeah, it's been so we did Niagara in the summer.
Okay.
That was quiet.
Oh, okay.
That was very upsetting and how quiet it was. It wasn't just the one thing I've been finding with some other cons is they're not so much about comics all the time. The last one I did, very Pokemon card focused, Pokemon cards specifically. Like
Okay.
they had sports cards and all the other stuff, but people were there specifically for graded Pokemon cards. Like they should have just called it that. I made a couple sales, but I didn't make back my table. That's how rough it was. But yeah, so just make sure you're going to a show that there's like comic fans at. Pretty key
Yeah.
because it can be misleading. They can call themselves Comic Con without actually caring about comics at all. Now
Okay.
it's just become a brand in itself for nerd
Noted.
conventions, right?
Right.
Of all sorts.
I've heard some good things about like horror cons.
Yeah,
Pretty good. So I might go to one of them. I'm thinking of only doing 2 cons next year because it's my first ones, and I don't want to overstretch myself
yeah.
much too soon. But I'd like to do maybe two. If I just do the Nashville, that's it, and at least I've done one and kind of get idea of what I need to do for the next ones. I
Hmm.
have heard good things about horror cons, especially because I dabble pretty much in horror, so I can literally take
Yeah, like you'd be a
everything.
good
Yeah,
fit there.
hopefully. But like I says, I'm still a newbie for conventions, so I'm slowly easing my way into it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And the advice I always seem to get, because I always bug these guys at cons, like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, how's the show been? And they always say, just go to the small ones. That's where all the money is for some
Mm.
reason. Like, you would think going to the biggest ones with all the hundreds of thousands of people, and it's now they're all cosplayers. So or they're here for stickers or whatever. Like, it's usually the small, very comics focused. Like, people are there to go get.
So what I should
get
do then is sell my sticker for $15 and say you get a free comic.
I did have stickers on my table. I
Yeah.
tried. I'm like, look, I'm cheaper than the sticker booths, but if they're not like anime stickers, I don't know what you do as well.
Yeah.
So there seems to be, yeah, a method to it that I'm unaware of and unable to capitalize on myself. But yeah, like everything I've heard is like focus on the smaller shows. There seems to be more money flowing
Okay.
there for some reason. I guess 'cause maybe there's less to choose from. So if you're one of the handful of
Yeah,
vendors
don't get
instead
lost
of
in
the
the
hundreds,
crowd, maybe. Get lost in
yeah,
the mayhem. Like, I'll probably never do San Diego unless I like get.
San Diego's intense, and
Yeah.
then they also break you up. Like they put you in like levels.
Okay.
So most shows, like your artist alley is surrounded by the bigger artists. San Diego, they like put you in a separate spot.
Okay.
There's like the indie pavilion, and then there's the small press, and then there's artist alley. And depending on like where they classify you, end up in one of those pockets. So you might end up with a bunch of people who are like your
Yeah.
level, which is great, but it also makes it easy for people not to go to that area.
Mm, yeah.
But you want them to go see Jim Zub or whoever,
Yeah.
and then while they're going to his table, they come by yours and say, "Oh, that looks
Yeah.
interesting." But if they can do that without ever passing you, I feel like that's a problem,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
But I imagine San Diego is just so damn busy that it doesn't matter,
And I
right?
don't know how expensive it is to get a table there. Is it expensive?
It must be
Yeah.
intense. I know. So the show here in Toronto, it's about the same size, surprisingly, because it's like the Canadian show, like Fan Expo
Mm,
Canada. There's Fan Expo everywhere, but Fan Expo Canada is like the big one. And yeah, so it does like 150,000 people or something like that.
damn.
And it's 600 Canadian. So take off 30%.
Yeah.
That's how much it is in the US dollars. But yeah, it's expensive,
Mm,
but apparently you'll make your money back. It's 4 days. There's 150 some thousand people
yeah.
walking by your table,
I suppose if it's
right?
three
So
days and it's like that price, then you break it up per day. It's not that unreasonable.
yeah, that's a very good point where, yeah, like that Pokemon card show I went
Yeah.
to was 1 day, but if I did that same math, I would cry because
Yeah.
it added up real fast in the fact that there wasn't much time to make that money
Yeah.
back.
Because I think Nashville was 150 for two
Okay.
days. So
Yeah, so it works out
yeah.
to the same. So it's not that
And
bad.
I'm actually in Toronto next week for work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got a meeting up there. So I'm flying.
Oh, enjoy the traffic.
Yeah.
It's horrendous.
Ubering everywhere.
Oh, yeah, there's no hope for
Yeah.
you. Just you have planned, add time to it.
Ah,
It's yeah. We're doing all kinds of construction all at the same time because that's how we do it
yeah.
here. We can't plan sequentially. We
Do it all. Yeah.
simultaneously. Yeah, we took a lane off our expressway plus a lane off of our main artery. Yeah.
Oops.
So even transit is a nightmare because our streetcars or trams or whatever you want to call it turned to buses. So now they're in the street traffic as well. It's utter chaos. We just had the film festival here, and that's all they were asking the celebrities. What do you think about the traffic?
Oh God.
Like, I'm from LA, so I don't know. I was just in LA.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as here.
In the UK, it's like the weather. That's all we talk about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like you would think that's the same here. Oh, it's snowy, it's cold, it's whatever. But that's not us traffic.
yeah.
The problem here is Calgary in that cold Toronto traffic. That's where we talk about.
Yeah.
All right. Roberto just sent us a chat because I guess he's still noisy. Do you want to do the balloons? Do we have dialogue for this?
Do we
That's a
need
good
any
question.
dialogue?
So, yeah, definitely not dialogue because he's alone for most of it. But I feel like maybe you could use some captions. Yeah, it's sparse, very sparse, without getting corny because that's my worry.
You could have him saying, I wish you were here," and then you could have her saying, "I am," but he doesn't know,
I like
or
that. Okay.
doesn't know. I don't know. To be honest,
Yeah, like I like the I am thing, right? That's right. We're here. That's our final.
yeah.
I think we can work backwards. Our last panel is the I am, right? Okay, so Roberto, we're gonna do boxes. We're not gonna do balloons. So we're gonna start with panel 5. So what I normally do, I type it in the chat so he can do an easy copy paste. I spare him the trouble. All right. So that's the final panel. Do we want to, again, we don't want to be too on the nose because I feel like the images get it across so much.
I think having it with the photo and just have him kind of thinking, "I wish you were here," and "I miss you. I wish you were here," and then
What if it, instead of like that, instead of him like talking that way, what if instead it's more like reflecting on how long it's been? Or maybe it's that, maybe he doesn't remember. It's like, how long has it been?
Mm.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Like maybe something like that. How long has it been? I can't remember the last time, whatever. Yeah. Okay. I think we need some thought into that, but we know we started at the end. Yeah, I think okay. Because the one, two, three, fourth panel. Are we at six? One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, six panels. Look at that. You fooled me. I thought there was five. Okay. So the fourth panel, I feel like deserves some kind of caption, and then the first, right? Yeah, maybe just for pacing's sake. Like we'll keep it because now we know the answer. How does he ask the question?
I think it's just a question in his head. When in the fourth panel, as he's waiting for the train,
Yeah.
have to put in the phone away. He's just, I miss you. I wish you were here. And then she answers him as he leaves her with that
Okay.
hot,
So
yeah.
maybe in that so in that fourth panel, oh, sorry, my hand in front of everything. That fourth panel, just getting real 3D. We need 3D glasses. The fourth panel, we do the okay. I wish. Let's do. Let's at least start that one. I wish you were here with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go with that. Wish you were with me. So that's panel four.
And then panel 3 would be I miss you, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh God, I miss you.
Or do we leave panel three?
I'm lonely. I'm horny.
Yeah. Or I miss. Oh, okay. And instead of it just being I miss you, maybe I miss us. As he's looking at that photo,
Yeah, that,
like it's not just like her; it's the relationship. So then it's like a question of again, it's a reveal in the end, which is on a. So we talked about this on previous episodes. That with the one page, it sucks because you can't surprise
yeah,
anybody, right? They look at the page to see
yeah.
everything. But in theory, you can surprise them a bit because you wouldn't know necessarily that what's happened to her unless you sneak ahead. Now, Roberto, I think, do we want to do a box for that rather than a balloon?
Yeah, I think Box is full of them.
Yeah, I think we stick with the boxes just for it's all internal, it's all in his head. Yeah, okay. So do we do that for the? I don't know. You tell me. Um, what do you think for the picture? Do we want to do like a I miss you, I miss us, I miss this,
I think I miss us. I think that
I
because
miss
yeah,
us?
because
Yeah.
it's they've obviously been together a long time. I had the start of Up, the Disney.
Yeah, the
I
like
mean, I've never cried so much in a Disney freaking
I
film.
almost hate it. I almost hate
I
it
know,
because it's so good.
so good. I'm like, you bastards, and then like
It's the most depressing
yeah,
thing in the
everyone's
world.
crying in a Disney movie.
And it's not okay because I don't know if you've rewatched it, but like you watch it again, and it's no less
Yeah,
powerful than it was the first
I
time.
can imagine. It's
Like
been a while.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I knew it was coming. I'm still like, oh, I hate it so much.
yeah. But it's so
It's so
well
good.
done. It's so well written. I don't think there's any dialogue at all, is there? It's all like
I don't.
flashbacks.
I think it's a
Yeah.
montage. Oh, Roberto. I don't know if you see the chat.
No, no.
You can make it darker by implying he killed him.
Damn it. We can't fit it on 6 panels then.
We need another page.
Yeah. Where's the will? Instead of I miss us, I was like, where's the will?
Yeah. Where did I put that?
Where's the life
Where did
insurance
you hide?
policy?
I should have planned better. Um,
The police are on to me.
yeah. Uh, yeah, that's almost too dark. I don't want to.
Roberto, have a word with yourself.
Yeah. Okay. And then, do we need? We don't need to say everything in every panel.
No, I think if we just stick with the I miss us in the third panel, I think that will be, I think, enough. I'm very minimalistic in dialogue. I,
Yeah, I'm with
yeah,
you. That's why I'm thinking, do we even move that? Do we? The context makes more sense in the third panel, but I'm like, do we move that to the second panel? Just because there's the headspace, I feel like we need to fill it,
yeah. You could put it on either second or third panel, to be honest.
right? And then it's paced a little
Yeah,
better. It's like bump
yeah,
bump, right?
yeah. Do it on the second then. Yeah. We could do
Okay.
I miss you, I miss us together.
Do you want to do
You
that?
could do that on the second because it's quite a big area at the top of his head on the second panel. You could do like I miss you, and then like dot, and then I miss us, like this.
Okay, yeah. Roberto's saying that you use the picture for the "I miss us" part, so
No,
you do.
keep it all on the second panel. If I'm, it's not my roach, it's not my show. Then if you,
Oh, it totally is.
I feel like I'm taking over everything.
You're taking all the credit and all the blame.
Oh, thanks.
No. Yeah, no, okay. No, I'm not. I don't feel strongly one way or the other, so it makes sense. Let's do the second panel. And then okay, so while Roberto sets that up, last bit, first panel. Do we do what do we do? It's got to be something reflective, I think, because he's like staring at the ground, right? Like something compels him to take his phone out and look at that picture. Um, what
Could
is?
it be the anniversary?
Where's this damn train?
Yeah.
I'm late.
Trained.
Uh,
Yeah.
is it how long has it been? Because I don't know. It looks like he's not an old man. He's this would be relatively recent.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks older in panel 2. In panel 3, he looks like he's a young spring chicken to conquer the. Well, I suppose
Old
that would be
picture.
his wedding. That would be his wedding day, so he would be younger.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's probably like their anniversary.
Oh yeah.
So maybe do
Okay, I like that.
like a caption.
Like it would have been
Yeah, he would have been.
5 years today or something. 10 years,
We would have
20
been
years. Oh,
married 25 years today or something like that. I don't know. Maybe
yeah.
because I feel like he's old. I don't know. I had the up in my head when I thought of this.
Now we know the true
Yeah.
inspiration. Yeah. No, that's good. I like that. Okay, so let's go with that. Let's go with here. Do you want to wordsmith it?
Sorry, me or who are you talking to?
You can, Aaron. You can go ahead and if you want to
Oh,
type it
okay.
out. I don't know. I'll allow you to figure out the
Oh,
verbiage.
thanks. We'll be here. God, brainstorm.
Feel free to talk it out if you're having a hard time with it.
It would be. I go 35 years. Give him some credit. It would be 35 years today. Remember that? She was abducted by aliens. They don't have a body. She was never returned. He lives on a farm all alone. Dun dun dun. Looks good, man. How the hell do you do this? God, if I could write and draw like that, damn, I'd be made.
They're practicing.
Yeah.
Get back at it. I know the feeling. Yeah, I've tried for the longest time, but I don't commit. I refuse to be bad at it, so I just don't do it.
Nah. I pay the professionals. They do it 100,000
Yeah,
times
exactly.
better
Like,
than I would
what,
ever
you
do
put
it.
in the work.
Yeah.
you go ahead. So
Yeah,
keep Roberto busy.
for sure.
But yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
love
So
it.
I think we got it. This is the story. This is we've done a completed piece.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ta-da. So what we do in the end is Roberto, because he has the page in front of him, does the honors of signing for us because we can't do it remotely. So he will the finishing part of this. Like, yeah. All right. Clean slate. Roberto's gonna sign it off.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, how do you spell his name?
Yeah, I got a long Italian name myself, so I know the pain of, as you can see.
Yep.
And he's got the fancy signature. Oh, you didn't go for it this time.
I think his hands are full.
Yeah, that's fair. We're done here. So I think we got a good piece here. Again, Aaron, thank you for doing it. You came to us with a completed idea off of a prompt. It was very impressive. So I don't think anybody's been so ready with a prompt.
I was I had
you
my
would
notes. I had everything ready.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, I know what prompt's coming. So very impressed with how this all came out. Yeah, it looks great. I think we have a very nice, like, touching story that darker than we've ever done for sure. We usually aim to go a little more silly than this. So really cool to see something a little different. And yeah, appreciate you
You're
coming.
welcome.
So before we go, keeping in mind that your Kickstarter may be done by the time this airs, is there anything that we should know about you? Where we can find you? What you're working on next?
Yeah, hopefully, if it's funded, we'll be working on my next project. Will be Ice and Bone 2, which is a samurai supernatural tale. So it's a sequel to to Blood and Fire. So you can be able to get all the prequel episodes before. But you can find me on Instagram, Wroblewski Aaron. You can also find me on Facebook. I've got multiple groups. And Enra, if you type that in, there's a Facebook group for that series. Blood and Fire's got one, and Amor Patrice has a Facebook group too. So you can find me there.
Awesome. So yeah, so that's it for this episode. Thanks for joining. I'm Adriano. You find me at Pesto Comics. Roberto, where can we find you?
On Instagram as Viacava Roberto or on Twitter.
Right on. And yeah, you can find us every Tuesday and Friday on YouTube at Instant Ink Podcast. So feel free to join us. And yeah, subscribe, all that business. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thank you very much for having me.
For sure.
Thank you, Aaron.